What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Legit Whiskey Reviews, and on today's episode we're doing another blind tasting. I thought we'd do the two bottom shelf classics. We have Jim Beam and we have Jack Daniels. Today I have my son Charles with me and I have Corey. So Charles, as far as his nose, he can't really smell that good, so for the most part he's just going to be doing the tasting, but he's still going to give the nose a try. And then Corey is a tequila man, so he's gonna give the whiskey a try. You like whiskey though, right?
Yeah, I could drink whiskey.
Yeah. So my daughter, once again, she does it all. She poured it in the glass. The envelope's right here. We don't know what's in the glass. We have A, B, A, B, and so we're gonna start off with A first, and we're gonna nose it and try to get something out of these. These are very low proof, by the way. These are both, I believe, 40 proof. Just the bottom shelf, classic stuff. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get anything on the nose, but let's try. So out of this first one, can you get anything out of it?
Not much.
I'm getting the classic, but it's really hard to pull any notes. Do you get anything, too?
Absolutely nothing.
All right. But yeah, it's really hard to pull any notes just because of the proof. At least for me. I'm getting the classic stuff, like little vanilla, little caramel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, sweetness.
Caramel,
but nothing like super that I can pick out or stands out. But let's go to the palate on this one. Cheers, everybody. On the palate, I got a little bit of peanut there, and I'm not sure, but every time I get peanut, I always want to say it's Jim Beam, but I know Jack Daniels kind of has that little bit of peanut too sometimes. So I'm really confused right now, but I won't know until I try the other one. Anything you got out of there?
Yeah, it's a little nutty. I get a slight vanilla.
No.
Yeah, that's about it. It's slightly nutty.
It's nothing that's gonna blow our socks off or anything, but any notes?
I'm pretty sure, 90% sure this is Jim Beam.
Really? Yeah,
90% sure.
Until I try the other one, I don't want to say, but I'm leaning towards Jim Beam on this one just because of the peanut that I got out of it. But all right, so let's go to the nose on the B. Oh wow, yeah. So okay. So on this one, I'm getting a ton of bananas, and every time I get bananas, I always think it's Jack Daniels. Yeah, I'm getting a ton of banana on this one. I'm getting bananas, I'm getting a little bit of caramel.
Strong banana. Very strong.
Yeah, you smell it?
Oh yeah.
It's like jumping out of the glass, so can you pull out anything at all?
I would say this one is definitely about the same on the scent.
Alright, yeah, this one's, I'm almost
similar, but you get a lot more banana.
So I'm almost 90% leaning towards this being the Jack Daniels here, but let's go to the palate. Yeah, so I get a little bit of the banana on the palate, but I also get, I don't know what it is. It's like a little bit of caramel, but there's something else in there. I don't know if it's I want to say that it's the charcoal, what they run that's how they do their whiskey. They run it through that charcoal, but I think that's what I'm tasting on this one, besides the banana. So that's what makes me lean even more towards Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I got for sure it's banana just jumping out. A little bit of maple, maybe.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like a slight smoky finish, like you were saying.
Yeah, and I think that's the charcoal. I'm not sure exactly how they do it. I don't know too much about the Jack Daniels, but I think it's like they run their whiskey through charcoal, basically, and they do that twice, I think. It slow drips through the charcoal, but I think that's what gives it that certain flavor. You on the taste?
I definitely think this one's a lot smoother, B, and I'm almost 100% certain that it's Jack Daniels. It's a very recognizable flavor.
All right, so let's taste them again, just to be sure, and just to see exactly which one we're gonna pick. Because I know if I knew, the reason we like to do blinds is because, you know, a lot of people see a label and they're like, oh, this is what I like. This is what I like. So me, I'm a big Jim Beam fan, so I'm always gonna go for the Jim Beam. If I knew it was Jim Beam, I'm gonna say that's the one I picked. But since we're doing it blind, even though we can kind of tell what is what, we can only choose which one we prefer by just being honest, by doing it blind, and just which one tastes better, which one, you know, the nose is better, and that's how we make our decision. So let's go to A again. I really like A because I found B to be like a little bit too sweet, but because I like balance. I don't like too much sweetness, but I do like the sweetness, but I also like that balance with the oak and the spice in the back. So that's what I prefer in my whiskeys. But I mean, what do you think about A?
No, yeah, it's definitely nutty.
It is super nutty.
I prefer it a little bit over B, just because the banana, it's a little much for me.
Yeah.
It's a little sweet as well, like you said.
I like that banana note. I just don't like overly sweet whiskeys, and I feel like that's what I got the first time from B.
I personally am preferring B right now. I think that it's like, this one I definitely would describe as sharper, like a more sharp flavor. But the other one's more subdued is how I describe it.
Yeah, and that's why we do this. Everybody has their own preference, has their own taste, and yeah, it's just fun to do this because you never know what you're picking or what you like until you do it blind. So that's why it's always good to do this. So let's go to B again. I really like B too, and the banana. As soon as you put it to your lips, like the glass, you just get the banana right away. But there's something in the back end that I don't like about it. Like it almost tastes like an artificial flavor, and that really like puts me off to A. To A, yeah. I mean, you don't get that in A. That artificial, like a artificial taste or flavor.
I definitely think you got a big aftertaste in B, that's for sure. It's definitely got something that A doesn't at the end.
Yeah, and whatever that is, for me, it makes it taste artificial, and that kind of like puts me off to it. So, yeah, right now, I prefer A over B, but let's try it one more time just to make sure that we like what we like. All right, so let's go with A first.
Right.
Yeah, for me, just the flavors just like blend so well in A. It's not as sweet, but like the flavors that are there, just like they just blend so well. Like from the front to the back, in my opinion, they just like blend like super well. What do you think?
I agree with that. Like Charles said, it's more natural.
Yeah.
Flavor. Yeah, you definitely get more natural flavors out of A than B.
Yeah.
And I prefer that.
What do you?
Definitely, I think that B is for sure sweeter. A, I would still describe as a sharper flavor. And personally, I'm leaning towards B. I like the way that it goes down. It's smoother in my opinion.
That's cool. Yeah. So, all right, let's try B again.
And then B's got a longer finish. That's for sure.
Longer finish. Okay.
Aftertaste stays in your mouth for a bit.
And if you like it, that's a good thing.
Right.
But me, I don't like that aftertaste. So.
Yeah. Not for me. This one's like a short to medium finish.
Yeah. And yeah, this one, I guess now that you said that, the B definitely does stay. The finish is longer on it for sure. But it's interesting because I mean these are both 40 proof, but yeah, these are both classics. These are both. I mean you can find them everywhere and anywhere, and I mean they're cheap. So yeah, I mean we just thought we'd do a classic, you know, battle of the classics here. So
Doesn't get better than that.
yeah, so all right, so who wants to open the envelope and see which one's
Got
which?
you.
All right, wait, but before we do that, all right, what do you got, Corey? Which one's your first place?
First place, I'm gonna have to go with A. I don't like the long finish on B, and I like the natural flavors in A for sure.
Charles?
I'm definitely gonna go with B. I like the way that it stays in your mouth for a bit because the flavor, in my opinion, is better. I like the sweetness in it.
Alright, for me, of course, I'm gonna pick A just because I feel like the flavors that are there. I mean, these are lower proofs, and I'm a proof whore, so I like the high proofs. So yeah, so for me, the flavors that are there, for me, they come out better in A. They're just way better balanced. It's not as sweet as B, and I do like some sweetness, but the finish on B is just like. It's just that artificial flavor, and I believe that that's probably the charcoal that comes through, or whatever they finish it with, and I believe that that's what it is. It's the finish I just don't like. So yeah, so I'll pick A. You got A, and then you have B. All
I
right.
think it's really cool how we're all pretty much certain of what these are because their flavors are very distinctive.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
are
really good
distinctive.
point.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
And we don't know what's what, but we just right away that banana gave it away for me. So B, I think is this one. A, I think is this one. Everybody agrees.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, you want to open it?
Let's see what it is. Oh. Having some difficulties.
All right, so B was Jack Daniels, and A was Jim Beam. So yeah, I
Is that what we
mean
thought?
it's just classic. I mean you could totally pick them out. I mean it's funny, like they're the same proof. Of course they're different distilleries, but just the flavors that come out of them, you know. And I mean I love whiskey, and that's my thing. And these guys, they don't do whiskey as much as me, and they could pick it out.
Oh yeah.
So
Definitely.
yeah, I mean,
Very distinct flavor.
you can always pick out the peanut, and you can always pick out the bananas in these, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching today. If you like the content that we provide, just hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Remember to hit the little notification bell, and everybody, we're gonna cheers. All right, do it. Keep it legit and do it for the love of whiskey. Cheers.
See you next time.